Hi, if you actually looked at our monthly reviews, probably, I think it was about February time, we spoke about The Accumulator, this great new book that Paul Mumford, who joins me today, has written. Paul, I was really impressed when I actually read this book, because it's something that I had this idea, and I think you stole it actually. In fact, I'm sure you stole it. I'll sue you later. Now, I had this idea a while ago that if you could just do one exercise a day, become really efficient at it, and then built up, added another exercise to it and built up your program, what a great way of either starting to exercise or getting back into exercise. And there you go, you stole my idea. Tell me, how did you come to put The Accumulator together?
Well, it kind of all happened by accident, really.
You should turn that round so you could actually see the book.
Yeah, should we do that? It all kind of happened by accident, really, because I had this little idea while I was out running one day. Wouldn't it be great if I I was kind of almost to motivate myself, because I hadn't done as much running for a little while, so I thought I'll do a bit of running and then I'll post up on Twitter where I've been and put a photo up and do it that way. And what I said on Twitter was, I'm going to run 50k over the whole month.
Yep.
Bit by bit, and just do one bit at a time, and then post a picture up wherever I've been. If you want to come and join me, then I put a little hashtag on. I said, come and join me. And by the end of that month, I had people all over the world posting pictures. It just sort of grew by itself.
Exciting.
It was fun. They were posting all these really exotic pictures of really luxurious places where they were running, much better than where I was. And then by the end of the month, a couple of shoe manufacturers had gotten hold of the thing and started sharing it and following it. And then at the end of the month, they said, you're going to do it again. And I said, well, I've got to have done that now. I want to do something else. So anyway, cut long story short, we did that over a period of about 6 or 7 months. I kind of came up with a new thing every month, just a bit of fun, just to see where it would go. Yeah. And every month I could have got a whole load of new followers, and it grew and grew and grew, and people were getting a bit eager to see what I could dream up next. And usually in my industry, in the fitness industry, December's quite quiet, so I had quite a quiet month in December, and I thought, well, I wonder how far I can take this. So by this point I had a group on Facebook, and I had hundreds of followers. So I thought, well, I'll just post a video up every day of me doing a workout that grows every day, and we'll see how it goes. And I posted a video up on YouTube saying, right, this was on Christmas Eve, I posted a video up saying, this is what I'm going to do.
So while everybody else is wrapping up their presents.
Yeah. I said, well, we're going to start this on the 1st of January. On day one, I'll post up an exercise, just one exercise you do for like 40 seconds.
Yeah.
And then on day 2, I'll come back and I'll do a new exercise, and then we'll do the old one from yesterday as well, and then it'll grow. So by the end of the month, you've done like a half-hour workout, but you're starting
entirely my idea, you see, just stolen.
So that's what I put up, and I put a video up on Christmas Eve, and then by the time I checked it again on Boxing Day, 1,000 people had seen it.
1,000?
Over Christmas.
That's just fantastic.
So then this sort of thing just started to grow by itself. But it's not until with hindsight I've looked at it in a different way, because now it's obviously a book, it's a business, and it's now living and breathing on its own. But it kind of works on so many different levels, because like you say, it's perfect for people who don't do any exercise, because a lot of people who don't do any exercise at all are way too daunted to join a gym, because it's full of fit people. They're a bit scared of all these online programs that look completely mental from day one.
Yeah, but I think as somebody, I mean, I have done varying degrees of exercise over the years. Sometimes I've been, gym member, and I'm there several times a week. Sometimes I've just had periods where I've not done enough exercise, done a lot of Pilates. And it is a bit daunting, and sometimes you look at these things and everybody's skinny and everybody can do it and you can't, and you don't even really know what you should be wearing. So I think to be able to do a program in your own home, in the privacy of your own home, wearing what the hell you like, providing you can move, and build it up. But your program, it's not just the book, is it? Because you work with people online as well, don't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, there is an online element that people can sign up for, and it works exactly the same way the book does. So they get day one, they get one exercise, and it builds up for the whole month, but they get a video every day. So they just switch the link on their email, and they get a video of me and my partner Laura or Emily doing the exercise, 2 different versions of the exercise. You've got an easier version and a harder version, so you could maybe even start on the easier one and build up to the harder one by the end of the month. And yeah, we just do it with you in real time every single day.
Fantastic.
And then you get a big, we've got a big support group as well.
So you can do it on through your phone, your iPad, your computer, anything.
I've got people who take it on holiday. Well, one lady who goes, she's retired and she goes on quite a lot of holidays.
By the pool.
Gillian, yeah, she's in the book.
Brilliant.
And she just takes it away with her.
Wow. Well, I think this is what's good, isn't it? It's portable.
Yeah, we don't need any equipment, you just need a space on the floor and that's it, you're away.
Okay. What do you do once the month's up?
Do another one.
Oh, okay, you have to keep doing it.
Do you know what? This is really weird.
Oh, okay, you can't just do a month and then you're fit.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
But it was really weird because when I did that first initial month, which I did for free, and just try it out, I thought this is going to last a month and we'll do something else. But people were, at the end of the month, people were hungry for more. And now, like 2.5 years we've been doing this thing online, and people are still taking part from 2.5 years ago.
Oh wow.
Because they like a new challenge, that I'll give them new exercises to learn.
Okay, so if you follow the book and you followed online, you will keep coming up with new ideas and new exercises and things for people to continue, yeah?
The thing is, with a program like this, you do the same 20 or so exercises in a different order and it would totally change the workout.
Okay.
So, for
once
instance,
you've learned them,
if you wanted to, I mean, there's variations in the book where you can do different versions of the same workout in different orders and mix it up, or maybe just bunch all the leg work together and then do the so it makes all your leg work a lot harder because it's all bunched up, or split it up in a different way. And then what I do with the online plan is I introduce new exercises. So then there's new things to learn.
So you can just tailor it to however you want to make it work. So if you really want to concentrate on your legs at a period of time, you can do that.
Well, kind of, but not really, because the whole program and my whole philosophy with exercise is that you have to, you should move as much of your body as possible at once.
Okay.
I'm not a big lover of, for the population and the kind of people that I want to do this kind of thing. I think it's more important that they move when they exercise in a way that they would move when they're not exercising.
It's really interesting because I have this theory that as you get older, to keep independent, you need to be physically fit to do certain things. Change a light bulb, do your dress up, tie your shoelaces, all those kind of things, which seem so easy when you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever. As you get older, those things actually become quite significant. How you live your life. How your quality of life can be really dependent on whether you can carry your shopping home or not.
Yeah, and it's very important with what I do with the accumulator. I always kind of translate the kind of exercises that I do back to everyday life. So, so the way you move when you're not exercising is the way you would. Kind of the way I look at it is people exercise, do structured exercise for one reason, and that's to be fitter and more able when they're not exercising. And that's so the exercises that I put together for the accumulator should mirror that. So, for instance, if you think of something really simple, like if you take your dog out for a walk over the fields and you throw a ball, the act of throwing a ball requires an awful lot of movement, and requires pretty much every part of your body in a very, very syncopated way. So, if your goal is to be able to throw a ball further, then you should exercise all those muscles together rather than individually to make you better at throwing the ball. And it's the same when you're doing everyday stuff like the garden or shopping, or you're carrying a box, lifting a box out of a cupboard and down onto the floor. All these things seem pretty mundane and you might do them without thinking about them. But like you say, when you're older, you do have to think about doing them unless you're fit enough to do them.
Yeah, you really do. And I think it's so important that we do start thinking about this and we do start talking about it, because I think if we leave it too late, it's always harder, isn't it? It's always easier to start certainly in your 50s than it's going to be starting in your 70s.
When I was young, my mum and dad always instilled in me the importance of having a pension and having a little nest egg for when you retire. And that's exactly what this is. Exercise is exactly the same.
It's investing in
You're
yourself,
investing in yourself. And even if you just put a little bit in every single day, by the time you need that investment, it's already there.
So, great. So people can buy the book.
Yeah.
They can go online. What's the best place to start? Go onto your Facebook. Great. Paul. Go onto your website.
They can find me on Facebook or the website, which is theaccumulator.net, which has got everything in it. There's use access to the book. There's loads of articles and stuff, so you can learn a little bit more about it. Or if you have any questions, you can get in touch with me through that.
And as it says on the cover, I mean, it is a fitness plan, and this is really taking in every aspect of your life, isn't it? Because you look at diet as well and how important food is.
But in a very similar way to the way I deal with exercise, I don't deal with diet as in.
No, I'm not in a diet. I mean diet
as in the food you eat. Yeah,
not diet as in losing weight.
I think the way I think people behave with regard to food is they've got habits. We all build what we eat around habits. Most people go to the supermarket, and I bet you do, and you put the same stuff in your trolley every single week, which you probably have done for years.
Yeah.
And we're all exactly the same. Most people really do eat the same thing for breakfast. How dull is that? They eat the same thing every single day for breakfast, but a lot of people do it. And we get stuck in a rut. And some people have good habits, some people have bad habits. Most of us have a mixture of two. And it's the bad habits that actually, make us unhealthy, not just necessarily overweight, but unhealthy. So what I've done in the book and what I do with the plan is get people to change those habits, and it works in the same way. So day one you change one habit, day two you change another habit, keep the first one in check, and so on.
So it's actually manageable.
Yeah.
Because if you ask people to completely change everything and start exercising a lot when they haven't, they're not going to do it, are they? They're going to give up.
Habits are things you do without even really realising you're doing them. And that's the key to exercise.
But that's how you've got to get to be with your exercise, because I find with my running that I know that I'm on form when it's as easy for me to run as it is to walk.
Yeah.
So I can get out there and I can run a few miles, and it's the same as walking a few miles.
And if you missed a week's worth of exercise, how would you feel?
I know
you feel pretty horrible, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's almost like a drug, isn't it?
I know. Yeah, I know exactly how it feels. Paul, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We're going to put links at the bottom of this article where you can actually buy the book, and links to Paul's website. Any questions you've got for Paul? You like answering questions, I know, from Facebook. You're really good on answering questions. So put your questions at the bottom of the video here, and we will make sure Paul answers them. And I know you like photographs sent to you and everything, don't you? So I can get your inbox completely full.
Oh, thanks so much. I'm looking forward to that.
It could be as full as mine. So if you do actually do the accumulator, let us know how you get on, because we'd be really interested to hear. Paul, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.